What will be the reason to call off a wedding prior to the D-Day? Like, what in the world would want to prompt that? Okay, that is what we'll be talking about today on what's trending of that gender. We have a whole lot lined up for you today. Do not touch that dial. I am Atinuke Nuke.
Let's give you a background story. A wedding scheduled for Saturday, May 4th, 2024 in Farin Jos was cancelled prior to the D-Day. According to a Facebook post, the reasons were that Florence Friday, that is the bride-to-be, requested 30,000 naira from the groom-to-be, Mogak James, to book our wedding gown. Mogak was unable to provide the full amount. The straw that broke the camel's back was when she requested Mogak to move out of his family house and get his own apartment. That demand was not met either. She then thought she had had enough and called it off. What would make you call off a wedding, or do you think it is a reason enough to call off your wedding?
Personally, I don't think it's enough reason to like call off your wedding because you were asked to move into your family house. So, but if you look at it from another perspective, not everybody likes moving into their family house. I mean, there are some,
To the husband's family
yeah, to the
house.
husband's family house. There should be some privacy, if you think. Not everybody want to stay with their mother-in-law. Not everybody want to stay. Let's exclude father-in-law. You know how mother-in-law is, most especially here in this other part of the country. So I don't think it is enough reason to like call off your wedding. But then I feel like before you venture into such a thing, you should actually have some discussions with your partner. You get, so you know the capability he can go with or he can carry before you do such a thing. So I don't think it's enough reason for it.
I will agree that it is enough reason. That is, if they are going to live with the mother of the husband, if they are going to live together with the mother of the husband, it is enough reason for her to cancel the wedding. Because living with the mother-in-law is another hell of terror. Is another wahala. No matter whatever she may perfect to do, the mother-in-law will be satisfied. Number one. Number two, if the woman is, I mean, the mother-in-law happens to be somebody who is well educated or who is, who is well to do, you know, she will be, she will be dictating to the lady. She will be monitoring her life. Where are you coming from? Where did you go? When to sleep? Have you cleaned the bedroom? All sort of things. You get me right? If the man cannot afford to get another apartment, I support the lady to cancel the wedding.
Profound apologies to those who already bought Ashwebi and looking forward to Party Jollof. Now to our mentorship segment. Inspired by women's often unrecognized contributions to developing their families and, of course, communities, founder of the Kudirat Initiative for Democracy Kind and president of Women in Africa, Hafsat Abiola, believes that women are the greatest untapped resources available to meet the challenges in Africa. Here I speak passionately about the development of African women, particularly the Nigerian women.
What do we do next now to take all what we've said and build in a new direction? First, we must embrace sisterhood. I must look out for you. I must look out for you. It doesn't matter if I know you, if I don't know you. You are a woman. You are my responsibility. We must take that spirit to heart. So we must have that spirit through a kind of solidarity. You can think of it as a network or an association, but we must come together. Because why? In Africa, we say when you want to go fast, you go alone. But when you want to go far, you go together. The women of Nigeria must go together. We must, these associations that we have there, we have several in Nigeria for women. We must strengthen them. We must empower them. We must pay money into them so that they can do things for all of us, and not just for all of us, primarily for the most vulnerable of us. We must start with our most vulnerable, with our weakest, financially weakest, and lift them. Then we must also go back to pre-colonial African society where we had the sisterhood age grades. Remember how we used to have age grades, and the men had their own, the women had their own, the girls had their own. We must go back to that, and we must put every community, all the 774 local governments, I think we're more than that now, into the women must be organized in this way, and then we must map it and say, where is it red, where are the girls not going to school, and where are the needs the greatest, and then use that information to engage our diaspora, especially our women in the diaspora. Let's set up a fund that is educating those girls, that is helping our most vulnerable, and let us set up targets, things that we want to achieve. 100% literacy for our girls and our boys, all these different targets that we want to achieve, and start working together to do them. We don't really need government for these things. Africa, our superpower is community, but let us weave our communities to be stronger to really meet the challenges. We want women to rise in Nigeria, because when women rise, all Nigeria will rise.
You will agree with me that she is fire. Now to Girl Talk Unusual. Things are happening, my dear sisters. I'm going to hand you over to Elizabeth Enu-Akan so I can catch my breath while she speaks.
You have probably heard of this story where somebody takes off his condom right in the middle of sex, or somebody pokes hole in the condoms to get another person pregnant or whatever. All these acts are known as stealthing, and it is a form of sexual assault. Stealthing is a crime, even in Nigeria. Consent to have sex is not always consent to get pregnant or consent to have sex without a condom. If you consented to sex with a condom, nobody has any right to take off the condom without telling you. That is still a form of sexual assault. Share this video to raise awareness about stealthing.
More reasons why you need to be careful as a girl. You can always check her handle out on TikTok. She has a whole lot going when it has to do with the well-being of women. So this is where we'll be drawing our curtains today. Do not forget that you can be part of the show. Just send a direct message. Let's strike that conversation. Bye for now.